My background has been in the business world for more than 15 years. I actually was doing marketing and brand communication for many years. I worked in companies like BMW, Red Bull and Google. And part of what I was doing while I was there was actually answering the question for me, how can I empower myself and really live what I'm passionate about while I'm doing my job. And the same part was like, how can we work differently with each other? So these questions were kind of accompanying me through my career.
I never really found my place in the business world. So I was never employed, and the path that I found was the entrepreneurial path. So directly after my studies, I built my first startup, little media agency, and from there I just took one entrepreneurial baby step after the other.
I was also a leader, leading team, and I was really, also asking my question, how can I lead differently and support people versus, giving so much of a direction to them, but really create a space where they can empower themselves to find solutions. And next to that, more and more the mindfulness part, which was like, what can I empower myself and others, became something that I did voluntarily next to my job when I was at Google. So I started just sharing that, and out of the sharing it very randomly, more and more people came, and it became my official 20% project, which means 20% of my working time I was allowed to spend on teaching mindful leadership trainings within Google, which was the Search Inside Yourself training.
I ended up to ask myself what kind of culture we actually need to create an environment that can support each one as he is. And really as he is, not as we want him to be, so that he fits again into the control system. For that I did a lot of research and I really digged into it. So I visited and learned and lived with indigenous communities, looked how they live actually in their community. I did a lot of community development work. I was a teacher many years around the world, supporting intentional communities, supporting people to create movements, to create community-based innovation stuff. And always with the call to create again an environment, a world where everybody finds his place and can serve something bigger than ourselves.
So this passion led me to receiving so many requests of people wanting me to talk at conferences, but also come to their companies and share what I'm doing at Google. And through that, the demand was so big that at one point I was like, what do I do with this now? And and that's how I kind of made that decision. I want to do this full-time. I want to put all my energy towards supporting companies to bring these things into their work life, and that's how I became the founder of Connected Business together with Angel. We co-founded it, and so it was really a path.
She gave me the first opportunity to test my models and theories inside of Google, which was a really experiential experience. But somehow it gave us the opportunity to really understand our work better and see the benefits of both works, to empower the individual and then to open up the organization structure, to learn from the insight that comes from the individual process, and with that creating a whole co-creative experience.
What we see is people are opening up more and more towards the topic. And also what we see is we want to go even deeper. Like, we feel like we're just scratching the surface right now, but there's more that you can go to. And as one of the reasons why we started also doing a teacher training, to really share this knowledge with others so they can be ambassadors for it, and also go deeper with people who say, okay, I've got it, I really want to include this, can you help me? To also go deeper into my knowing how I can express this into the world, and that's really powerful, and we're really passionate about that.